Back to it then for a third round. Alright. I happen to be the prosecutor, so defendant's name.
He's muted for right now.
Who's muted?
Who's
Oh,
muted?
oh yeah, I am. I am. Okay, okay.
This is a school case, I guess.
Let's see. Let's see.
I wish I can use these balls to do messages. It's really hard winning as defense. Hopefully he has an image or something like that. I'm implying something. Get a random image or download it or something like that. Verdict. Bring the witness.
Okay, waiting for prosecutor.
Hopefully this is good because it's taking a little bit long.
Alright. Let me iterate.
Oh wow.
We have the defendant that I will be prosecuting is Huggy Wuggy. He is known for making kids afraid at the toy factory when they visit. Okay, so it's my turn, Judge. Thank you very much, Judge. Alright, Judge, so
Yep.
let me begin with the overuse eraser. Lots of kids complain about after they visit the toy factory that their erasers for school were overused. That was because they were having to use it to keep away Huggy Wuggy, who was chasing them. Huggy Wuggy is notorious for scaring the kids at the toy factory. Therefore, they have to use their erasers to attempt to erase Huggy Wuggy from their mind. Judge, please do not fall asleep. I am trying to explain my case. Wow, this is an anatomy classroom? Wow. Interesting. I like it. Anyway, that is the first piece of evidence. The next piece of evidence, excuse me, defendant, attorney, do not act like a child. Here we have a treasure map. The treasure map was given to the kids as they visit the toy factory, and specifically on the map itself as Article 1, the map of the Huggy Wuggy toy factory. You will see that there's several locations with a certain icon, and the icon means jump scares. So you can see that Huggy Wuggy was purposely scaring the kids with jump scares throughout the different corners of the...
Wait, so then why did they go there?
That's a good question, Judge, but that should be coming from the defense, not from you, Judge. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to tell you how to do your job. But they were forced to go there by the school who took them on a field trip. I will now say another piece of evidence. The kids were so scared that they used extensive amount of hand sanitizer. You know very well, kids hate having clean hands. The hand sanitizer is normally plentiful at all schools, on the bus, at the classroom, and even at the toy factory, which is meant for little kids. But you can see that there were no drops of hand sanitizer because the kids were so afraid of getting infected by Huggy Wuggy. With that being said, Judge, I rest my case and I turn it over to the attorney of defense.
Alright. Do you want to bring out any witnesses or are you done?
Me? I do not need any witnesses at this time. We will wait to see what the defense has yet to say. Ouch!
Okay, now it's your turn.
Thank you, Your Honor. Okay. I would like to first state that my client is innocent of these charges, and
And how do you plead?
my client pleads not guilty, and I have the following evidence. I would like to first refute that the prosecution was talking about erasers, overused erasers, and a treasure map, and hand sanitizer. I would like to refute that by saying, just a moment, that there was an empty wine bottle, meaning bottles found in the property of Playtime Co., meaning that the kids there were hooligans that were trying to trash the place, breaking expensive property of Playtime Co. and messing with all of its toys. So that's one thing to refute is evidence. Also, I would like to say that there is a prison breakout from the kids. The kids were actually juvenile delinquents, and my witness, who is a stressed intern at, is that the stress, or is mine the no, mine's the stressed intern. All right. My stressed intern witness states that the kids that visited Playtime Co. were juvenile delinquents that broke out of jail specifically with the purpose to trash Playtime Co. And may I please, Your Honor, may I ask my witness to come over to testify?
Yes, you may.
Thank you, Your Honor. Hello there, Your Honor. I'm the stressed intern.
All right. What did you witness?
My witness in testimony was that these juvenile delinquents, these kids that supposedly came from school, on the newspaper they were certified as juvenile delinquents escaping from prison, and they trashed the place with the express purpose to trash Playtime Co. and to break our toys.
Okay. Is there any more you want to say?
Yes, Your Honor. I would like to say that there are extensive empty bottles of wine left on the property thrown by these kids. And there was the police did a DNA sample and matched the fingerprints to the kids that were arrested previously.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Is there any more evidence you want?
I do have one more evidence I'd like to present. It's this scary mask. It was a very, very scary, frightening mask that the kids wore in order to make the interns at Playtime Co. even more on edge and scared from all the ruckus that the juvenile delinquents unleashed upon that day. And they all had masks on trying to impersonate our characters, copyright characters.
So how does this all connect to Huggy Wuggy?
So this connects to Huggy Wuggy in the form that Huggy Wuggy is meant for child's entertainment, and upon being thrown bottles of wine by juvenile delinquents and having the place trashed, this made my client very nervous, and he started to get a little bit rowdy around and unfortunately had the
So
effect
you're
of.
basically admitting that he did it. He jump scared kids.
But that was only because he was provoked, Your Honor. He was provoked, Your Honor.
Hmm. It's your turn now, prosecutor.
Okay. Ouch. Well, I think the defense has put themselves into quite a hole. If you've been following Honor, which I know you and your superior knowledge are beginning to see the truth here. Just the look of that hideous huggy wuggy face on the defendant. You can tell it's a bad apple. Anyway, I have nothing to say on his points as he himself has dig his client defendant into a hole. Anyway, I will say that in covering up its evidence, the Huggy Wuggy defendant had used the fake passport to gain access. Now, why would somebody use a fake passport unless they're trying to hide their real identity, which goes to show since
That's
he...
true.
That is true, yes. Then if that's the case, then if he used fake ID, like fake passport, he could enter the Huggy Wuggy costume and have no fear whatsoever of getting caught with his real name, his real identity. So, what's to
So
stop
this is
him?
a costume?
Well, some people believe it is. Some people think not.
Okay. Attorney, what do you have?
I have some evidence. And the following evidence I have is a worn out plushie. A lot of these kids had worn out plushies, clearly trying to cause trouble at Playtime Co. These plushies were important property of the company, and these kids threw these plushies at all the toys and the Toy Co. company. I have further evidence. My last piece of evidence, Your Honor, is that there was a hole in the garden at Playco. There was a break. It was from this hole that the kids entered Playtime Co. and trashed the place because they escaped from prison and they dug a hole to get into Playco. I rest my case.
Any closing arguments? The top Dacho? Want to bring your witness out? Or I don't hear you.
Let me, thank you. I was muted. Yes, this would be my last, stance. Okay, let me bring out the witness here, which... How do I bring a witness out here? Tab.
I can only do that.
Okay. Please bring out Granny for me.
I already did.
Hello. I'm here to talk on behalf of the poor kids. I was happened to be a chaperone on this field trip to the toy factory, and this hideous monster Huggy Wuggy was purposely, jump scaring the kids. I had to console them after the fact. Every corner they went, they were jump scared. They ran to me, and I just told the kids that it's just a man in a costume, that there's nothing to be afraid, and that it's not real, but it turns out it's a real monster, and he's really looking to eat kids and scare them first. He prefers the kids to be scared, and then he can eat them, because they taste more yummy, as he told me directly. That is all I have to say, as Granny. I bid you farewell. Please, Judge, make the right choice. As you can see, Judge, I have nothing further. I have not even closing arguments. I rest my case, and I turn it over to you to if you decide to give the defense any last closing arguments. I don't need any. The evidence is clear.
Okay. I think I know what I'm choosing. So it is correct that the kids did trash the place, but you did, and the kids will be charged with vandalism and littering and breaking and entering. But in the end of the day, Huggy Wuggy still jump scared them.
Oh.
Let's freaking go! Guilty as sock. Yes, sir. Huggy Wuggy is infamous, and I'm glad that I was able to bring justice to the kids with the jump scares. Let's freaking go! GG's.